All right, here's episode 2 of tracking the kinds of channels getting demonetized. And honestly, this time it looks like even completely original creators who show their faces aren't safe anymore. There's a female creator named Whitney Holcomb who recently uploaded a video explaining how her channel was demonetized for either inauthentic or harmful content. If you want the full details, you can watch her video yourself. I went through most of her content thinking maybe she relied heavily on AI or read scripts pulled from the internet, but that wasn't the case at all. Every video on her channel is original and features her on camera. My personal theory on why a channel like this gets demonetized is because she may have used words or phrases that are now considered politically incorrect by modern standards. Keep in mind, a lot of those same words were completely acceptable 10 years ago, but times have changed. So if you run an older channel, it might be a good idea to go back through your past videos and check for any language that could now be viewed as too sensitive. If you find something questionable, it's probably safer to trim that section out or simply mute it. And before anyone dislikes this video and says, "I'm defending YouTube," I'm not. The next type of channel that got demonetized was a horror storytelling channel. There's a creator called Mr. Skeleton who said his channel was demonetized today, but according to him, this isn't even the first time it has happened. I looked through his content, and on the surface, everything seems completely fine. His visuals are original, he doesn't use AI, and horror stories themselves are obviously not banned on YouTube. There are many huge horror creators on the platform who stay monetized without any issues. So why did this channel get targeted? Again, this is only my speculation, but while listening to him explain the situation, he mentioned that the stories he reads are submitted by subscribers. The problem with reading stories sent in by strangers is that you never truly know where those stories came from. Some could be original, but others might be copied from Reddit posts or even horror books, which immediately becomes risky. YouTube clearly states that creators are not allowed to simply read someone else's work without adding strong commentary, opinion, or educational value. Personally, I think this creator still has a chance to regain monetization if he adds a disclaimer explaining that the stories are fictional and reassures viewers that they are not stolen from Reddit or published books. All right, this next case is a bit more serious, so prepare yourselves. A Roblox creator recently reported that not just one of his channels got demonetized, but his entire network of channels was affected. In other words, every single channel connected to the same Google AdSense account was hit under YouTube's related channels policy. That situation's already dangerously close to a full ban, although at least his Google AdSense account is still safe for now. The creator I'm talking about runs a channel called Crowblocks, which has around 200,000 subscribers. And honestly, this case is confusing at first, but there's a reason behind it. If you look through his videos, both long form and shorts, every single upload is original. Not only that, but he consistently appears with his real face and uses his real voice. So why is his channel still getting targeted? In his latest video, he explained that he also owns another channel where he uploads compilations of his own content. The problem is that YouTube's AI detection system doesn't care whether those compilations come from your own channel or someone else's. As soon as the system identifies compilation-style content, it can still flag it. The reason things escalated so badly and resulted in all of his channels being demonetized is because he failed the appeal process. And according to many other original creators who show their faces, the same thing keeps happening to them too. Once an appeal gets denied, the system begins sweeping through nearly every other channel connected to the same Google AdSense account. Now moving on to the fourth type of channel. I want to compare two examples. The first channel is called Mythic Gate Cinema, which recently got demonetized for creating long-form storytelling videos. The second channel is called Lumio, and it also produces long-form stories using fully AI-generated videos. So why is Lumio still safe while the other creator got hit? Does YouTube treat channels with over 1 million subscribers differently? Personally, I don't think that's the case. If you want my honest opinion, I don't even think that million subscriber channel is completely safe either. But once you actually watch their content, you can start to understand why it hasn't been targeted yet. YouTube does not ban AI itself, nor does it tell creators not to use AI. What YouTube allows is creative AI usage as long as the content doesn't feel mass-produced. When you compare these two channels closely, the differences become obvious. The smaller channel focuses mainly on storytelling. Meanwhile, the bigger channel is not really a storytelling or recap style channel at all. Their niche operates more like cinematic story experiences rather than simple narration. Most importantly, they don't rely on one AI voice throughout the entire video. They use multiple AI voices and different characters constantly, which creates a much stronger defense against YouTube's AI detection system. What the system mainly notices is repetitive use of the same character and same presentation style over and over again. But this larger channel rotates between many different characters and voices. Another important factor is that YouTube's AI seems to be targeting storytelling creators more aggressively than almost any other category right now. Even the creator who showed his face earlier still got demonetized. At the moment, if your niche revolves around storytelling, you're basically operating inside the danger zone. But this larger channel doesn't really fall into that same category. It exists in a completely separate lane. I'm not saying this type of content is fully approved or guaranteed to survive, but one detail that stands out is the type of animated characters they use. Channels that rely on Korean, Chinese, or Japanese style characters for animation seem to be unaffected so far. Meanwhile, creators using Western copyrighted characters are the ones constantly reporting demonetization issues during this wave. Like I mentioned in my first video, YouTube has essentially become television now. And because of that, the era where creators could freely animate TV characters under fair use protections may slowly be coming to an end.